Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning, students. Welcome back again. I hope you all are doing well. In previous session, we have completed chapter number 1, collection of data, and chapter number 2, presentation of data. Now we are moving further to chapter number 3, measures of central tendency. In previous chapter, we have seen that the large volume of statistical data can be organized by classification and tabulation. This shows certain characteristics of the given data. The diagram and graphs drawn for the data show its trends and patterns. It helps in visual interpretation and comparison of the data. We need more concise and numerical representation of the data. For further statistics analysis, we are going to study chapter number 3, measures of central tendency. Meaning, central tendency is a single value which is used to represent an entire set of data. It's also called average or measure of location. A measure of central tendency is a single value that attempts to describe a set of data by identifying the central position, what is in the central of raw data. Within that set of data, as such, measures of central tendency are sometimes called measures of central location. As example, if you want to describe about your marks obtained in different subject, in single sentence you will describe that how many percentage you have scored, like 72%, 95%. It is called central of tendency, mean of data. In central tendency measures, there are 3 parts: mean, median, mode. In mean, arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. Harmonic mean is not in our syllabus. Measures of central tendency: arithmetic mean or mean, geometric mean, median, quartiles, deciles, percentile, mode. These all are in our syllabus. Now, characteristics of an ideal of average. Its definition should be clear and precise. Very simple. It should be easy to understand, very easy, very simple, and easy to calculate also. It should be based on all the observation of the data. Here we are including all observation of the data. Suitable for further algebraic operation. A stable measure, less affected by too large or too small observation. Useful for data analysis. This is real measure. Now, what does the mean mean? The mean is the average. Average you know in 100 of the average. Suppose you want to know average of your marks of 7 subjects, so we will describe in percentage. It is easy to calculate. Add up all the numbers. You add all the subject marks, then divide by 7 subjects by how many numbers are there. In other words, it is the sum divided by the count. जो भी समय you are going to divide. 7 subjects are there. You will all add up all 7 subject marks. Then total you divide by 7. Now here the arithmetic mean, average the number calculated central value of a setup number. Here I have given one example. Suppose you have to find out mean of 2, 7, 9. To calculate, add up all the numbers, then divide by how many numbers are there. Example, what is the mean of 279? So add the 279 equal to 18. There are 3 numbers, we will divide by 3, then we will get 6. So the mean is 6 here. Now, formula of mean, x bar equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 up to xn. Total number, how many observations are given there, you have to include all observation and divided by that all observation number. Mean equal to x bar equal to mean. x1 the first value, x2 the second value, x3 the third value, xn the last value. N means the number of value. Now, mean, formula of ungrouped data and group data. Group data means raw data. In that direct method equal to x bar equal to sigma x upon n, where x is observation, sigma x is sum of observation, n means total number of observation. If you go for shortcut method, then x bar equal to a plus sigma d upon n. A equal to assume mean, d equal to deviation from assume mean, sigma d means sum of deviation, n equal to total number of observation. Then for group data, direct method or shortcut method, discrete, x bar equal to sigma fx upon n. fx मतलब here we are going to add one column, frequency column. One is variable observation column and second is frequency. Frequency means how many times observation repeated. That is called frequency. Where x equal to observation, f equal to frequency of observation, n equal to total frequency sigma f. If we go for shortcut method, x bar equal to a plus sigma fd upon n. A equal to assume mean, d equal to x minus a, f equal to frequency of observation, n equal to total frequency. Now continuous method means 10 to 15, 15 to 20 like this. So here formula would be same, x bar equal to sigma fx upon n. But here x equal to, you have to take mid value of class, f equal to frequency of class, n equal to sigma fx. Here if we go for shortcut method, here in this formula of shortcut discrete method you have to add up into c. X bar equal to a plus sigma fd upon n into c, where d equal to x minus a upon c, x equal to mid value of a class, a equal to assumed mid value, c equal to class length, n equal to total frequency. You have to memorize this formula very well. There are 3 methods of mean: combined mean, weighted mean and geometric mean. Combined mean, if the number of observation and their means are given for 2 or more groups, the mean obtained by combining all the groups is called combined mean. It is denoted by mean C. Formula of combined mean: x bar c combined mean equal to n1 into x bar 1 plus n2 x bar 2 plus n3 x bar 3 up to how many observations are there. We will go for up to last observation. N1 plus N2 plus N3 up to observation. Here X1, X2, Sk are means of K groups respectively. N1, N2, Nk are number of observation of K groups respectively. Mean C equal to combined mean of K groups. Then weighted mean. The mean calculated by the observation of the given data with the consideration of their relative weightage. Weighted mean. It is denoted as mean W. Weighted. How much weightage we are giving to that property. Formula of weighted mean is mean W equal to mean into W1 plus mean into W2 plus mean 3 into W3 plus up to K. Here W1, W2, W3 plus up to Wk. Here formula would be sigma SW divided by sigma W. Mean W equal to weighted mean. Sigma W means total of weight column. X1, X2, Sk are K observation respectively. Number of observation. X means observation. W1, 2, 3 weightage. W means weight of observation. Now geometric mean, if an observation is of given data are positive and non-zero, say x1, x2, x3 up to x1, then nth root of the product of an observation is called the geometric mean of the data and it is denoted by G. Formula would be geometric mean equal to nth root of x1 into x2 into x3 up to number of observation. Note here given, if mean equal to arithmetic mean of n positive observation and G equal to geometric mean of n positive numbers, then inequality would be mean should be greater than or equal to G is satisfied. Now advantage and disadvantage of mean. Advantage. Mean is the most popular measure of central tendency because of its following advantage. It is rigidly defined. It has a fixed mathematical formula. It is easy to understand and calculate. It based on all observation. It is suitable for further algebraic operation. It is comparatively more stable measure. It means that means of all samples of same size from the sample population have comparatively less variation. All the observations are given equal importance in the calculation of mean. Disadvantage. The following disadvantage should be also taken into consideration before using mean as a measure of central tendency. It is unduly affected by too large or too small values. It cannot be calculated for data having classes with open ends. It cannot be calculated. It is not appropriate method for open ends class, like more than this last classes should be is there. Its exact value cannot be found graphically or by inspection. If few observations are missing, exact value of mean cannot be found. Mean is a good representative value for the data which are not evenly spread around their average. Using mean is average is not appropriate if observation have very fine. In this session we have completed theory of mean. In next session we will move further. Till then, keep studying. Thank you.